Now let's get to the scheduled program. Welcome hip-hop fam, this is the Lost Element brought to you by Hippie, where we hear from the real defenders of the culture. Yo, what's good, LA? Y'all listening to Lost Element on KQBH 101.5 FM. You know, today we got another real one in the studio. Y'all probably seen him up if you've been driving around, you know, maybe walking down the street. But without further ado, how we do it here on this show? What you write, my boy?
All right, Phel, TPHC, Unseenc.
That's right, man. So, you know, before we get into your story and stuff, like, I like to start off, like, just tell us where you grew up and how you got into graph.
Shit. I grew up in South Central, dog. What really got me into graph was a couple of my big homies. They was from a crew that started way back then, like in the early 90s. It was a SAP crew.
Okay.
Yeah, them two of my bigger homies, bro, they put me on. Like, I would see their letters and stuff and what they did and shit. I remember just grabbing a pen, bro, at school and trying out the block letters first thing first. And shit, I remember just sticking to that, bro.
Man, that's right, bro. So you said with your big homies, you know, doing the block letters,
Yeah.
like at first was just like in black books or notebooks?
Yeah, it was actually at school, while I was at school still.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I was a bad kid like that sometimes, you know?
Hitting up in the bathroom on the desk?
Yeah, in the bathroom, bro, on the way home, all that.
Okay. Man, you said, like, you brought up your two big homies who kind of put you onto the game, like,
Yeah.
so when you started writing, like, did they kind of mentor you, or was it, like, you self-taught?
Shit, I mean, I just used to hang around them. It was on me Blitz and Pre from SAP Crew. I would see them and, like, their style and stuff. And then, yeah, I would ask a couple questions. They're the ones that put me onto the bold letters, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
Yeah. Just started, like, mostly from seeing them, and then I remember after meeting them and seeing all that, bro, I would see, like, I paid more attention to the walls and stuff.
Yeah.
And it just became an addiction, kind of.
Man, that's right.
Yeah.
Paying attention to the walls and you start recognizing some names.
I started recognizing people, and then I met people in person that wrote certain things that turned out they was my neighbors and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
You never know who's around you.
Yeah. Man, like, you know, like, let's take it back a little bit. Can you, like, do you remember, like, the first time you actually went out to bomb or hit up a piece?
Yeah, I remember the exact first time, bro. It was off the 105 by the Vermont exit, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I went, like, at 2, 3 a.m. thinking that it had to be in the middle of the night, you know. Nowadays, it doesn't really matter, but, yeah, I was nervous. I remember, like, hopping into the freeway and, like, filling the cars. I was probably, like, I want to say 13, 12.
Okay.
You know, I was little.
Yeah.
I got that little adrenaline rush, bro, and that's what, like, made me keep trying it. But, yeah, that day it wasn't much, like, it wasn't no dangerous shit that went down, so I guess that made me, like, stick to it more instead of, like, being scared away if something would have happened, you feel me?
Yeah, most definitely, man.
Yeah.
So from there, you caught the bug. Like,
Then I would catch the bugs. Like, the homies put me onto all the fucking necessities, you know, streaks, all that.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, I want to ask, too, like, how'd you get the name Phel?
Phel, dog, it's a funny story. I don't really tell people, you know, but Phel is basically, in English, it pronounced to, like, Phel, like ugly in Spanish. Phel is ugly, you know.
Okay.
But if you say it in those letters, you know, it sounds the same.
Yeah.
I don't really tell people that, you know. But it all started from somebody calling me that, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
When I was little.
Man. You know, from there, man, like, you know, it came from like a childhood nickname, caught the bug, started learning more about it, and then to now, you know, where we see you up, got dope styles, you know.
Appreciate it.
You know, so I want to ask, like, what's your creative process when you go catch these spots?
You know what's crazy, bro, is I'm colorblind.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, bro. Everybody trips out when I tell them this, but I'm colorblind. So honestly, I guess through all these years being colorblind, like, there's certain colors that pull my attention. So it would be, I guess, the homies call it the Phel orange, like the Phel orange, the Phel yellow, the Phel blue. It's like all these bright colors because I guess it's what stands out to my eye more.
Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of times you'll see me using those bright colors, but I guess it's because I'm colorblind mostly, dog. I don't mean to be like all bright out there and shit, you know?
Okay.
Or I always just fall back on my black and white throw. That one never fails, you know?
Yeah. I want to ask you, bro, because like you're colorblind, and like does that make you like have like more crisper letters? Because like you can't really hide the letter with like
it's
crazy
hard.
colors.
It depends if
you
it's
know?
at night, bro, because then I'll be super lost on the wall. Like, can't see nothing, like just blind. But it's just, I don't know, I have to get help sometimes. Like I tried doing a Goku character in my room, and fucking my friend came in and told me like, bro, that's not brown, that's not tan, like that's not skin color, dog. Like you gave it another look like peach or something. I'm like, shit, that looked like skin color to me, you know?
Yeah.
It just sucks being colorblind sometimes, but I'll be riding with it, bro.
Man, that's right. So how did you develop, your whole style? You know, 'cause you say you started off with the blocks.
Yeah, I mostly like just block letters, readable letters, like you know, some that somebody that doesn't know about graffiti can clearly read, you know?
Yeah.
I like stuff like that, so I like going big and like bold. Once in a while, like I add a little style to my letter, color, shine, and all that. But I just really like getting my name up, bro. That's like just vandalizing shit and just getting my name up there as much as I could.
Man, most definitely, bro. Like, when you get your name up and like choose these different spots, like how do you choose where you're gonna hit up? Like,
shit, I look up, bro. I like billboards. Like I like the top of a building that like it's kind of hard to reach, you know, a bit of a mission. But if you're down in traffic and you look up, or like sometimes even from the freeway, you can see that rooftop. Like those are the good spots for me. I don't get those like too much, you know. I try to find the opportunity, but I like high spots, bro. Like overpasses and stuff like that. Hot spots are my favorite, though.
Hot spots your
Never
favorite?
fell with the hot spots, bro.
For sure. How come you like the hot spots the most?
You get more of that adrenaline running through you, bro. Like you don't really gotta worry about just cops. It be LA. It be some crazy shit going on. You know, just be random fools walking behind you. Gotta look back once or twice, but it's just that kick that you get, bro. Like from you don't know what's gonna happen if something happens, you know.
Yeah. That adrenaline.
Yeah.
Something I want to ask you too, bro, that you brought up is like, you said like you do the legible letters so everyone could see it. Like, would you say you do graffiti for like the acknowledgement or for the adrenaline?
I think I do it for both, but mostly for the adrenaline, bro. Like I like that feeling. Like sometimes I'm feeling off, like I'm having a bad day or whatever, and I just go do a quick run, hit a hot spot or something, and then shit just mellows out. It's kind of like I don't want to call it a drug, but you know, it's something that helps me out. I feel cope with other things, you know.
Yeah, most definitely, man. In this game, like, do you ever feel like pressure to maybe evolve your style or even like stay consistent, go out like more?
A lot of people will tell me like, you know, try this, try that. I sometimes try it, but then I guess I just look at it, and if I don't like it, bro, I feel like I won't try to like better. I guess that's something that I have that's like a defect, you know. So that's why like I just try to use color, fucking bold letters. You'll see like certain spots that have more style to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm mostly interested in just getting my name up and my proof.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
I want to go off of that, like, because you said hot spots are your favorite.
Yeah.
So is it like kind of hard to like use, like experiment with different letters, like when it's like, you gotta be exactly. In and out?
Yeah, that's why sometimes I stick to mostly certain styles. I have like 4 different styles that I feel like I got locked in. So I like you say, you know, I'll spot out the area, and if it's looking too hot, I'll do like a throwy, like, you know, you just gotta scope it out. Sometimes it's just like a hot spot, but I don't know how to explain it. It's not that like dangerous, I guess, in that area. So you gotta worry about less what's going on. And yeah, I'll throw in some colors, some fill-in, some shadow, double outline, all that.
For sure. All right. Before we move on to the next segment, I want to ask you, bro, because I see your name up on some overpasses and some high things. You brought it up, but I want to ask, like, what's it like hanging over or climbing up to these super high spots?
Bro, it's a good feeling. Like, you feel the vibration of the cars, like, on the metal of the overpass. Like, I don't know, and just the thought of you only gripping from, like, 4 fingers on one hand.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta let go of this beam to like kind of just slide over. And I don't know, the big rigs a honk, bro. And they have loud horns. It just be like you're all shaky. Well, at least with me, like, I'll be real about it. Like, it's shaky. Like, it's sketchy. You kind of get that little scare sometimes, but it's a better spot for me. Like I said, I like adrenaline rush. So when I finish it, I feel like accomplished. Like, really accomplished after that.
Man, that's right. All right, man. This next segment, bro, is like about the crews and graffiti crews. So I know you're a part of some big reputable crews, and for our listeners listening in right now, like, what crews are those and what do they stand for?
So I'm a part of GH, TPH, and Unseenc, bro. GH, you guys interviewed a couple of my homies from GH. It's Go Hard crew. Got some good hitters in that crew, bro. I that's my last crew that I got in. I'm kind of like, it's been like a year or something, but it's all solid people, bro. Shout out Vision, shout out King, bro. Tags, solid people, bro.
That's right.
That TPH, bro, that's true potheads right there. That was started by the homie Smokes, like in the early 2000s. That's been rocking for a minute. Got some heavy hitters like Blitz, Blur. Shout out all them, bro. And Unseenc's been like, Unseenc also was a part of, like, when I was a child and shit. Like, when I was young, bro, like, I seen them up a lot. I remember the stickers, like, the rollers, like, I used to see them up, and I ended up, like, finding out, like I said, one of them was my neighbors, like, and they ended up putting me onto the crew later on, also, like, maybe like 2 years ago. And yeah, I've been rocking with them, bro. Dial started that crew up. Shout out Dial, shout out Z, bro. They really brought that crew up. Like, they've been rocking that crew.
Man, that's right, bro. So something I want to ask too, like, we have listeners who may not know too much about graffiti culture, but how important is a crew to your identity as a writer?
It's a good one, bro. I feel like it's really important, if you're from a crew that beefs with a bunch of other crews, then that's gonna make you and, like, put you in certain, like, predicaments, I guess. And, like, it's kind of hard to explain, bro. I kind of got lost in that question, my bad.
No, you're good, man. We can move on. I want to ask too, because, like, you brought up the hotspots, hitting up, like, is there a different energy when it's like you're painting with your crew rather than going painting solo?
Yeah, bro, it's definitely different. We'll see, when I'm with the crew, we'll hit hot spots that, like, it don't matter if it's, like, really, like, hot or whatever. It's like, the deeper the better for us,
Yeah.
Like, it's just the cops that have more people to worry about and stuff. Like, they'll really let go of a group of people painting in one spot, then if it's just one person, they're more likely to come get that one person that's by themselves.
Yeah. For sure, man. I want to ask, like, you being a writer in this game, has graffiti shaped how you see the outside world at all?
Yeah, bro, I don't see things that other people see as bad, like, because they go based off of other people's comments about it or whatever. Like, I feel like not everything that's bad is really bad.
It's like a perspective.
Yeah, it's like a perspective of it. You can't judge a book by its cover, bro. Like, graffiti, a lot of people will judge it as a bad thing, but we're not hurting nobody. We're just, like I was telling you earlier, bro, we're just hitting walls. Maybe we're hurting pockets sometimes, but we're not killing nobody. We're not physically hurting nobody.
Yeah,
we're not doing drugs. We're outside just trying to put our name, like, make the city look good. I know not everything looks good, but everyone has their own opinion, you know.
Yeah, most definitely, man. This next one, bro, I want to ask is like, graffiti has like a big roots with hip hop, coming from New York. But I want to ask you, like, do you see the connection between hip hop and graffiti?
Yeah, bro, I do definitely. Because I remember since the first things that I would see about graffiti was through Wild Style, and that whole culture, that breakdance culture and hip hop. Every time I seen hip hop, even as like the front picture of anything, it was always like graffiti letters spell out hip hop.
Yeah.
It's always been connected to me since I was little. I've never seen hip hop as different from graffiti. It's just graffiti and music because it's words. You use your words to express yourself, and we just use one word to express ourselves on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely, bro. Next, we're right here. We're in Los Angeles. For those not around Los Angeles, LA County, how would you describe LA's graffiti scene to them?
Shit, LA graffiti scene, bro. I feel like it's more out there. Like people are less scared to do graffiti in LA. So in LA, it's like every man for themselves. Like you see what happened with the tunnels, like the building.
Yeah.
Like as soon as somebody gets a word on it, it goes crazy, and I don't think the city could stop it. And they could buff it again, but it's gonna come back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, bro. How do you think LA stands out compared to like those other cities that are big in graph, like New York, even like Bay Area, San Francisco, or maybe like Europe or international?
I feel like LA is more like, I feel like every spot has their own thing, like I think in New York they have a little bit of a different style, and they do more repelling, I feel, in New York than in LA. In LA is fewer people repelling, which a lot of more people are starting to do it,
Yeah.
I've been peeping game. Yeah, bro.
For sure, man. Something that a lot of the people say when they come in here is like about respect in this game of graffiti. So like, what does respect look like in this game?
Just looks like staying in your own lane, bro, and not worry about what other people say about you or anything. Like people gonna talk. I feel like respect you just get out of just getting your name up, bro, and not starting problems nowhere. Just making sure that nobody punks you. If somebody goes over you, you gotta come back and get your name.
Yeah.
Run your fades, bro, and But I feel like respect is just earned, and it's mostly by seeing the person than by talking about it,
Yeah. Most definitely, bro. All right, man. This next one, it's gonna be the last one before we go to this little music break. But I want to ask you, what's your thoughts? Is graffiti art or is it vandalism?
It's definitely vandalism, bro. It's vandalism. If it was legal, I don't think I would do it. I don't think I would get the same rush out of it. I feel like it'll beat the point, kind of, in a way. Well, that's just my own personal opinion,
Yeah.
But it's a form of art. You're expressing yourself, through something that you're creating. But it's definitely vandalism, bro.
For sure, man. Most definitely. All right, man. We're gonna take this little music break. All right. After the music break, we'll be back to this interview with Phel. Y'all listening to Lost Element on KQBH LP, Los Angeles, California, 101.5 FM. I'm gonna jump right back into this interview with Phel. So first question I got for you, bro, is do you have any funny or crazy stories you could share with the people?
Funny story, bro. Yeah, I remember this one time with the homegirl Mose. Shout out Mose. Hey, cool cat, bro. We were hitting the 110 freeway, bro, on the side, like, those steep hills they be having on the one certain sides of 110, bro.
Yeah.
And, bro, we were drunk. It was after, like, a long night. And we were hitting up this wall, and I took, like, 2-3 steps back to like, you know, step back and see my piece, see how I was doing. And I guess I stepped on loose dirt and I started sliding like pretty fast downward. And so to not lean back and fall towards the freeway, I leaned forward and started like trying to dig my hands, but that shit was just taking me, bro. And I called out for Mose, and she just turned around trying to catch me. She started sliding. And we eventually just stopped, bro. We got out of that freaking spot super dirty. Like, dirty. We just laughed about it. It was freaking hilarious. More so because we were drunk, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it was just freaking funny. Shout out Mose, though. It was a good night.
Man.
Yeah.
Man, just because, you know, you got your drink a little bit, was it hard to climb that hill back
yeah,
up to the top?
It was hard, bro. It was hard to balance up there. Like, as soon as I hit that soft dirt, I just started sliding like crazy. I just was focusing on not falling back towards the freeway. It was just funny how we ended up super messed up, like just dirty dirt. Yeah, bro. Just have laughs about it now. It's always fun things like that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have fun days like that.
Man, that's right.
Memories.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, next one I got, man. What are some lessons that this game has taught you, bro?
Yeah, lessons, bro. Really to just stand up for yourself, bro. Like, you know, don't let nobody step on you. Just keep your head up, stay out the way, and stand up for yourself. Because if you don't stand up for yourself in this game, bro, it gets ugly. People will try to, like, bring you down, and, you know, it gets ugly, so you can't let nobody step on you, bro. That's one thing it taught me, is just to stand up for yourself, though.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Next one I got, bro, is like, you know, graffiti back in the day when it was first started, I guess you could say. When they were on the news, they were kind of saying, oh, this is a fad, it's gonna die out.
Yeah.
But the culture continues. So, you know, writers, every generation, so how do writers continue to protect the culture and keep it going?
I feel like by just going crazy, going out there, bro, putting pain up there. I shout out a bunch of like young writers, bro. I don't even remember most of their names, but you know, I have a couple of them on Instagram, and they be out there going crazy, like going crazy, crazier than some other people that I've seen for a while, you know.
Yeah.
Like, people will talk down on them little youngsters, but say it's toys, whatever, but you'll sometimes see them more up than other bigger cats, you know.
Yeah.
So they gotta get that respect too. But just going back to that question, like, yeah, I feel like I don't think it's gonna stop, bro. Cause, like, you know, I have like younger cats tell me like, oh, they want to get into it, and I'll never tell them to get straight into it, but I'll give them the rules. I'll give them a little heads up. Like, it's not just going outside and having fun and thinking that, you know, it's cool being chased by the police. It's bigger than that, you know.
Yeah.
Just I give them tips on how to watch out for everything that you gotta watch out with. Take it serious if you want to get into it, you know.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, bro. I don't think it's gonna stop. I don't think it'll stop.
That's right, man. Something you brought up, like telling the like little youngsters to like the little rules. Like, what are some rules in graffiti?
I feel like in graffiti, that's a good question, bro. Because a lot of people don't think there's rules, but like, you know, it's certain things you gotta, I guess, follow in a way. Like, you know, you can't cap what you can't top. You know, and it's feelings overthrow it. You know, it's certain like rules that if you know, you can't just be starting and then go over somebody that's way better than you, bro, and make it small, or like, you know.
Yeah.
It's just you gotta start off slow, bro, and mostly in the books. I feel like you gotta start off in the books and just take your way up from there. Like, you can't just try going crazy, because then you're gonna bump heads with several people, you know.
Yeah. Then your name will be known for not the right reason.
Yeah, for all the wrong reasons. Your name will be known for all the wrong reasons. There's hella people out there like that, bro. They don't get respected. It's like people see them at a yard, and that's a free spot because of all the dirt they got on their name and stuff, because of the things they do.
Yeah.
You know.
For real, man.
You know, respect the dead. Never go over no RIP murals, you know, nobody that passed away. I feel like we all right to get our name up there, and hopefully somebody sees our name like after that, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like if you see somebody that you know is dead in the game, like, you know, he did that a long time ago. I feel like he gotta respect it, let him rock. That's his spot now. Like that's the least he could get now that he's not here. You feel me?
Yeah, most definitely, man. And I want to ask you too, bro. Like, how do you balance, staying active, getting spots, but then at the same time, like, staying out of trouble?
Yeah. Bro, like I tell some people, like, I love this graffiti stuff, but it's not priority to me. Like, I have a kid, bro. I work between work and it's just that work, my kid, bro, family, my mom, taking care of stuff. Like, I just find free space between that. Like, sometimes I get home from work, like if my kid's at his mom's house, because I get him certain days. Like, even if it's late, sometimes I just get that urge. Like I tell you, like sometimes shit, life's rough, you're having a bad day, I'll just get a couple cans, no matter how late it is, or if I gotta wake up for work, I just find that little open gap, at least go catch 2-3 spots, and then that levels me out, bro, and I just go back about life, but mostly weekends, weekends is when I don't work, and I just go crazy sometimes. But honestly, life is like more priority than graffiti to me. And some people just take graffiti too serious, but I take care of my son and stuff first.
That's right, man.
Yeah, bro, always.
Yeah, respect on that one, man.
Yeah.
This next segment, bro, I want to bring up social media. Like I've heard from both sides, you know what I mean? But I want to ask you, like, how do you think social media has impacted graffiti?
I mean, it has impacted in good ways and in bad ways, I feel. Bad being like some people just like write at yards, maybe, like just they're not really about it. They just they're artistic, but they want to like make it seem like they're about it and that they get their name up. So they would just post like certain stuff at 1 yard, and like all these people will follow and like think that that's graffiti. But I feel like graffiti is more than just like safe spots, I guess. I don't know, that would fall back to muralism, like people just taking their time with stuff, which is respectable, but I feel like it doesn't fall back on graffiti. Like, I hope that makes sense, bro.
No, I get you, man. So like going off of that, like, do you think social media kind of hurts the authenticity of the scene a little bit?
Yeah, it does. Some people like fake it till they make it, You'll see them on online, but you won't see them in the streets. Like, you'll see a bunch of stuff online, and I'll be like, oh man, they added me, and I'll be like, oh shoot, I never seen him, but he has a lot of posts,
Yeah.
Like my page, I'll probably have like 7 posts, and everything, if you see it on my story, you see it. And if it disappears, I'll keep 1 or 2 things, but just mostly for the streets, When you're driving by, you're seeing it. I feel like it was better back then. You get more excitement off of seeing it than, oh, I already saw it online, I already saw that spot online. Than just seeing it like fresh for the first time.
Yeah. Now I get you on that. Like, like before, like growing up, like if you saw certain names, it was like, yo, that's so and so right there. You
have
like,
to get the word out. It was more so like you have to work for your name. Now you kind of just put your name out there, Yeah,
most definitely, man. I want to ask you too, like, what's your opinion on the commercialization of graffiti?
I feel like they need to pay us, bro. Recognize us.
Yeah.
They need to. It's all right. It's cool. I feel like it's unfair that they see it as a crime, but they can profit off of it. It's only at their convenience that they see it as a bad thing, But when it's making them money, it's okay. And half the time they don't even pay the writers that they freaking use their stuff, their work. And they're like, try to change it up a little bit, but everybody knows who's who, I feel like they just need to start recognizing us, bro, and at least pay us, bro. I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna use us, at least whoever you use pay,
Yeah, most definitely, man. Hey, GTA on GTA 6, you heard it. Start paying those writers, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So like with all that social media commercialization, like, does that affect how you move, or like when you paint, does that affect you at all?
Nah, bro. I'm just in it for the paint, for the adrenaline. Just if I see a spot, I get it. the crazier the spot, the better I feel after the spot. And yeah, just getting my name up, bro. Feeling that rush. That's all I'm in it for, is for that rush, bro. I love that shit.
Man, that's right. Earlier you brought up like with the murals, and like legal walls. For the listeners out there who don't know too much about graffiti, like, is there a difference between graffiti and street art?
Yeah, I feel like street art is more detail. You're more worried about it being nice. You're worried about it coming out clean. You want to make it right, like almost like put a picture, like take a picture from paper to a wall, really. And graffiti, like, is just getting it up there, bro. And sometimes it doesn't matter if it's clean. That's why, like, throwies is just some quick and dirty that's gonna stay up, that somebody's still gonna get to see.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just more like artistic than more like vandalism, which is, I guess, is the difference. One is like art, and the other one's more like vandalism and just promoting yourself.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Next one I got for you, bro, is like in graffiti, there's a lot of different names and titles, right? You got like writer, tagger. Some people consider themselves some tag bangers, or maybe a bomber. But what do you consider yourself?
I'll say a vandal, bro. A vandal. I just like vandalizing stuff. I'm not out to hurt nobody. I like painting everything that I see, bro. Whatever I can get paint on, I'm gonna get paint on.
That's right, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Since you've been doing this writing, like, I want to ask, like, do you ever think about legacy and like your name, like later down the line?
Yeah. I think ahead of, like, I have all these plans. Like I said, it's just because I don't make it my priority that I don't push upon a lot of things that I want to do with graffiti. But little by little, I plan on making a stamp on this. I'm gonna make a stamp on this for sure, bro. Just take my time with it. Take care of life first, and little by little I'll be there, bro. I'm gonna get my name up as much as I could. Like you said, make a stamp.
That's right,
like
man.
All these heavy hitters,
Yeah. Or the ones like way before, and we still talking about them,
Yeah. The Godfathers, bro.
Yeah. I remember earlier you're saying like you make it legible so people could see it. They know the name, So whether it's another writer or just like a random person in a car, a kid in a stroller, like what do you want them to take away when they see one of your bombs?
I just want them to see my name, bro, and like see it everywhere, to the point where if they ever see me doing it, like, or I just do it more so like to get recognized, bro. Like, there's oftentimes that nobody knows who I am. They'll find my Instagram, they send me pictures of my work that I've done, and it feels good. Or like, for instance, random people like at work, like it'll just so happen to be like that I have a sticker on my stuff, on my backpack or on whatever. They're like, oh, I've seen that before. And then I'm like, oh, just keep it low key, but I mean, like, if they're cool, And yeah, it's a good feeling just getting recognized through people that they've seen you, they just didn't know who you were. And then when they find out it's you, they give you that prop, like, it's kind of cool, just that connection right there, bro.
Yeah. It's kind of like how they got like Batman, and then and then regular days just a millionaire guy.
yeah, exactly like that, bro. They get to put a face on the name they always see,
Yeah.
And then they'll get surprised because they'll think like, oh, I thought that graffiti writers were like this, and I'm really just a cool guy, bro. Like, and like, oh shoot, like, and that's where it goes back to them judging us,
Yeah.
They'll trip out like, oh, you're a cool cat, you do graffiti, like, that's tight. They don't gotta be scared of nothing, like people are.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, dude, you got graffiti writers of every walk,
Yeah.
So
yeah, man, some are real dirty cats,
Yeah, some doctors, low key.
Yeah, I got homies that are teachers, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they teach. Like, they're like, you would never know. You would never know what a graph artist does, like, for living or outside of this,
Yeah. Alright, man. This next segment is our quick hitters, man. So, whatever comes first to your mind. So, the first one I got for you, bro, is what's your favorite brand of spray paint?
Favorite brand? 94s, bro.
94s?
Yeah.
Okay,
94s,
okay.
That's it.
The
I mean,
pressure?
I fuck with everything. Yeah, I guess it's just the pressure. I fuck with all kinds, but I like 94s. You know.
That's right, man.
Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to me.
Man, someone spraying 94, you know, it has a different little scent to it. It's a little sweet.
Yeah, right.
Alright, man. Next one I got for you, bro. This one ain't about graffiti, but what's the best local food spot out here in LA for you personally?
Can it be like any? Can I put some on?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There's this spot where I grew up. It's on 108 in Maine, bro. If you know, you know, but it's like this house. Nowadays, they probably have a little banner in the front, but if you walk to the backyard, it's called El Pargo, bro.
Okay,
They sell the best, like, seafood, like mariscos. Bro, it's a spot right there, El Pargo. Look it up. I think they probably have an Instagram now, but you guys gotta go there. It's a family-owned business since I was, like, little, and they still there, bro.
Yeah,
that's a really good spot, bro.
So I think the homie was telling me about that too.
Yeah, bro, on 108 in Maine, right behind the police station, bro. That's the spot right there.
Okay, for sure.
If you know, you know.
Alright, man, I gotta go check that one out.
Yeah.
Alright, next one I got for you, bro. This one is also not with graffiti, but who are your top 5 favorite artists? Like when it comes to music.
Yeah, music. I wanna say Kendrick, Westside Boogie, bro. Shit, definitely Dom Kennedy. Some older
that's
stuff,
right.
You know. Who else? Shit, you know, Park gotta be in there. That's what I grew up on, you know.
Okay.
Solid. And gee, last one, bro. Shoot, I guess Immortal Technique, bro. Immortal Technique is OG.
Man, that's right. That's a good list right there.
Yes, sir.
Alright, man. The last one I got for you, bro, is what's a piece of advice for a youngster out there who's trying to jump in this game of graph?
I would tell them to think twice and maybe focus on making some money first and seeing how hard life is before trying to jump into doing something that might make life harder for you. You know, it might give you a couple bumps on the road doing what we do.
Yeah.
And sticking to real life. It's kind of hard to having two lives, you know, balancing them out and trying to stay out of trouble while still having this job that you can't lose because you got to pay your bills, you know.
Yeah.
So I would tell them to think twice, honestly. Like, you know, it's fun, and if you feel like you got it in you, you want to go on and do it. But I would tell them to honestly, bro, focus on school and just live life first. And then once they're settled in with life, then maybe do the little side hobby into this, you know. Yeah, definitely, bro.
For sure, man. All right, bro. Before we sign off, man, you got any shout outs or last words you want to get out there?
Hey, shout out all my homies, bro. Shout out my son. Shout out all the homies, all my crew. There's too many to name, bro. I can't just pick and choose, you know. But yeah, shout out my mom, bro. Definitely, she made me. I have to do it, you know. I appreciate you for having me, bro.
Thanks for coming through, man.
I like that you letting us express ourselves, you know, let people know how we feel.
Yeah,
you know,
most definitely, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all were listening to Lost Element on KQBH LP, Los Angeles, California, 101.5 FM, a community service of the Boyle Heights Arts Conservatory, broadcasting live on your FM dial and streaming on KQBHLA.com. We'll see y'all next week.